As the 2027 political landscape continues to evolve,
Rabiu,
one thing is becoming increasingly clear from my perspective. The position is no longer waiting for perfect conditions before making strategic moves. The reported alignment and defection of Peter Obi and Rabiu Musa to the Nigeria Democratic Congress may turn out to be one of the most significant developments ahead of the next general election.
Excellency of my dear brother, Rabiu Kwankwaso, our chairman, of course, all let me stand on all you and existing protocol. You can see that what we did by when I say let the woman speak, shows that this party will support affirmative action for women.
Yes, sir.
What made this movement even more important is not just the movement itself, but the timing and the message behind it. For months, many people believe that the crisis surrounding the African Democratic Congress will weaken any serious opposition.
We want to actually understand. We want to understand if you see this political party with all the leadership crisis and everything as capable of allowing you to, seek an elective position in the next election.
And indirectly create a smoother path for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the ruling All Progressive Congress. The assumption was simple. If the opposition remained trapped in internal disputes and structural confusion, then Tinubu's path toward 2027 will become much more easier. But what we are seeing now suggests that Obi and Kwankwaso may have decided not to allow the NDC crisis to define their political future.
The tutelage of the leader of this party, and we don't do anything until it is commanded. First and foremost, we want to present to Your Excellency, distinguished Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso. On the other hand, ably supported by our leader, we present to the in-law that have already been accepted the membership card of the NDC. As a symbol of your entry, this is what we decorate you with. It's also decorate the reigning principality.
Instead of remaining tied to uncertainty, they appear to be repositioning quickly under a new platform, and that changes the entire conversation.
Excellency of my dear brother, Rabiu Kwankwaso, our chairman, of course, all let me stand on all you and existing protocol. You can see that what we did by when I say let the woman speak, shows that this party will support affirmative action for women.
Yes, sir.
Because it's too long when 50% of our population are not participating in our production. Because the party will definitely move the country from consumption to production. Nigeria will be okay.
100%.
We thank Kwankwaso sincerely, and I join him to thank the leader in one way. And I'll show him that we are coming here to be peaceful part of the family. Can work hard to build a united, secure, prosperous Nigeria that will work for everybody. Kwankwaso has been so with a leader at the forefront of education, at the forefront of providing primary health care, at the forefront of pulling people out of poverty. Because we want to build a country where a child of nobody can be somebody without knowing anything. That is what we want to do. But we are using this occasion to plead for the government of today. You know that I contested the election in 2023 in a different party. Rabiu and Kwankwaso contested the same election in a different party. But the government of today have ensured that they put up crisis upon crisis, which led to litigations and everything in our party that made us to abandon those parties and move to join another party, while thinking that our situation will abate. But what we saw is that they carried the same problem to where we went to, creating several unresolved litigations and everything. And today, we've left that place to NDC, where the leader have already told us no litigation. We are pleading with them. For sake of democracy, please, don't come here. We are pleading with you. We want to have peace. We want to build the party. We don't want, please, we don't want cases. We are pleading with the judiciary. Please don't cases in parties so we can face the job of building a new Nigeria that is possible. Yes. So we can take the job of caring where our country is deteriorating today. Just yesterday, I saw a third world developing country, Bangladesh, order for the highest order of plane, 14 new planes at $3.7 billion. Our country has no national currency. So we want to start building. Please, let there be no litigation. Party members, please don't go to court. We want to build a party. We are not lawyers. Those of us who are lawyers want it to be good practitioners. What we want is a party. We will lock doors. If you only welcome, things will work well for this party. Amen. Women and children will be proud of this party. Amen. These children will, this party will form government that will rescue Nigeria. Amen. Will form government that will ensure that Nigerians can live in Nigeria without living in fear. And Nigeria will be okay. Ensure that a mother will no longer cry for a child that left money for school and will not return. And a mother will not cry for a child that went to work or went to farm and will not return. That our farmers will go back to farm. That will ensure that Nigerians will no longer, in their millions, go to bed not knowing where the next thing will come the next day. That's the one we want to fight. We don't want to spend our time in litigation and fighting ourselves. We want to spend our time dealing with issues affecting the ordinary Nigerian. I thank you all of you that are gathered here. I want to be part of this. Be informed. The register is about to close. This ship about to sail. Please do everything possible to join. Chairman, I think our chairman will now be able to say.
This is where the conversation around Tinubu's greatest fear begins to make sense politically. From analysis, the biggest advantage for an incumbent government is usually a fragmented opposition. Once the opposition forces are divided across multiple parties and conflicting ambitions, the ruling party gains breathing space. That was one of the defining realities of the 2023 election. Even though opposition candidates collectively commanded significant votes, they operated separately. And that division reduced their overall effectiveness. So naturally, any sign that major opposition figures are beginning to align under a common direction changes the political calculation. It does not automatically guarantee victory for them, but it increases the level of competition significantly. The reported move toward the NDC therefore represents more than just a party switch. It signals an attempt to avoid repeating the mistakes of the past. Instead of waiting for the NDC crisis to consume them politically, Obi and Kwankwaso appear to be trying to preserve momentum while creating a more stable structure for future negotiations and campaigns. For Tinubu and the APC, this development means the political environment ahead of 2027 may no longer be as comfortable as some initially predicted.